This is an interview of John and Lorraine Honea at Kokrines. We are discussing Kokrines in the vicinity. Present are Depuydt, John and Lorraine Honea. This is side one.
This is a schoolroom right here, see? And this is a hallway. There's a building back there too. It used to be a clinic, kitchen, the bedroom, and there's a living quarter over there. And then 2 schoolrooms.
Living quarters for the kids or for the teachers?
Teachers, living quarters, way over there. And then the schoolroom, there was 2 schoolrooms right there. I have a picture of it, down Ruby.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. When they were building it in 1930.
Maybe I can come and see it before we leave or something.
Yeah, okay.
So it's a big building.
It is a big building, yeah.
Kind of a complex rather than...
Mm-hmm.
So the classroom is just like one of these little...
This classroom right here, and then you see, it'd be about this big. You see, this one was right next to the wall. There's a bigger classroom and a little classroom right there. And the other chimney is the living quarter. You can see the outline of it. So you go out there, yeah.
So did they have just one class at a time, or 2 rooms, 2 classes, 2 age groups?
Well, there was not too many kids, so we only had 1 classroom, this middle part. From 1st grade on up to 8.
Oh. How many kids do you think?
Well, when I was going to school, there was about 31.
Hmm.
And 1 teacher.
You see that big hole right there? What do you think that is?
I don't know.
That looks like maybe it was afterwards or something.
That's put there afterwards.
Doesn't look like...
You know, last time I was here, it was still up, and they put it down in 1965, 66, no, 64, 65, I think they tore it down.
For firewood?
No, it was given to the Indians to use the, you know, the lumbers and the windows and the doors. And most of the Indians made use of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the first school was downstream of this building?
Right, yeah, over here, right over here, where that big willow patch is.
And they put the airstrip on top of it?
Maybe the end of it here. That used to be our playground out there where the airstrip is.
We didn't, we found kind of like a foundation on the other side. Well, I don't know what it is on the other side of the airstrip there. Could have been that far over?
Could have been, yeah. It's been a long time. Uh-huh.
Could have been. There was no other buildings around.
No, that's the only one. I often used to dream about this place.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So over there's a big, huge berm right in the wall. The wall's right there in front of it. That you walk up and then out over on a big high thing and then drop back down.
Mm-hmm.
So is that piled up against the wall? Or?
No, it was on things like this, and then the dirt was against it a little bit, not too high. You see, that's how come you got the skirt. It was built up on you know, the concrete.
Mm-hmm.
Lorraine Honea got most of it down there. And these they couldn't take, so they left them.
Too heavy.
Uh-huh. They were in blocks, the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah, we found a few of those
Yeah.
scattered around here
Mm-hmm.
someplace.
Well, they had those for, how you call it, to put the building on.
So they had one big stove or just little stoves?
I don't know what that is, but they had stoves in here, something like that kind you have in that little shack down there. But they were huge, much bigger.
Yeah, because that one looks like a chimney or something.
Mm-hmm. Might have been chimney for way up on top, the ceiling, or a safety, what you call safety.
Yeah. Insulator. Well, there's a bunch of things off that way that kind of are interesting. You want to go over there?
Yeah, okay. Well, over that way they had that GI building, you know, Daddy.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was talking about.
Princess.
Confusing, you know.
And when was the first school started? The one that was the old one.
The old one, well, that I can't tell you because I started school when I was 10 years old, and the building was here before then.
This one.
No, the other one.
Oh.
This was built 1930, like I told you.
Oh, okay. And you started in the old school when you were 10?
No, right in here.
Oh.
I was 10 years old when I started school. Which way can you get over there?
Probably where Johnny is over there.
Oh.
Back around this way.
42 and 43, I think.
Why were they here? Just...
You know, on kind of the wall.
It wasn't station.
Weather station. There's quite a bunch here today.
So they pulled out right at the end of the war, huh?
Uh-huh.
Did they tear down all their buildings?
One of them is still standing up over there at Philip Albert's place. On the other side of this, where we come up the bank.
That green thing?
Yeah.
That's the military, huh?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Fiberboard and stuff?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's one of them. And the rest is, the preachers moved it to Ruby, and I guess they tore it down, I don't know. Where is it?
Let's see. We found, this area looks really strange in here. It's up right up against a ravine, and there's little rills and stuff like there was a building right there, but we can't really see it very well.
Must be that way, huh?
Right in here.
Oh.
There's not much left of it. I don't know if it's a garden or a building or what it is. Like if you walk in there, you can see these little low trenches here, like they're the outside of the building.
Oh, I see.
Could this be? See, like
This must be the buildings, yeah. This is here the buildings.
Back there too.
Well, there was that's a light plant, I think. These are the buildings.
These are the GI buildings?
Yeah.
So they don't leave a big berm. They didn't berm them up around the outside.
No, it was just temporarily put up.
They must have been cold. They don't know. That one over there, it's not very
No,
solid.
but the Alberts lived in it, and they had it. They said it was warm, but I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'm mistaken. This is their light plant house, I think. And that's the place back there then.
You mean like a greenhouse or something?
No, the storage room, like light plants and whatever the GI used, they store them in here.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
And then the other buildings?
The buildings, the living quarters is back there. There's nice hall and all that. That's confusing with all these trees growing. You find anything there? Oh, yeah.
See, there's a stove over there.
Oh, yeah. This is good. Yeah, this. the foundation, did they? Is this a stove?
Yeah, doesn't look real old.
Oh yeah, that's before propane days, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, there's a foundation right in here.
Uh-huh. They had a mess hall and a kitchen. And a kitchen and mess hall, I think. And you ever look around in there?
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. That's,
I don't know. My husband and I used to come and go when they stayed here. And we didn't come back here too much.
you weren't, yeah, you left in the 30s, right?
Mm-hmm. In 36 we left. And we used to go up to Novi and stay up there all winter. When we come by here, we see the buildings back here, but we never did come back to visit.
Yeah.
We were
How
not-
many soldiers?
Yeah, I would say. How many soldiers was here, Dad?
About half a dozen.
Mm-hmm. About half a dozen.
How many people were living here then?
Well, most of all the Kokrines.
All,
Uh-huh. Most of people that's living, so quite a few of them passed away
yeah.
since then.
So all these buildings all these foundations were probably occupied when the military was here still.
Oh yeah, they were. You see, they abandoned this place. People were still living here in 66, 65, 66.
Oh.
And then they moved to Ruby on account of no school up here. They had a missionary school right here, down there on the bank. You see that big foundation down there? With a big cellar in it. That used to be a store.
Yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
It's got a big barrel in the bottom of it.
Yeah. And then the missionaries took over the old store, and they had a school here till then.
This was a BIA school, huh?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Those are Episcopalian missionaries? Or Catholic?
I don't know what they call them. No, maybe Presbyterian, I don't know.
Presbyterian.
I'm Catholic, so I don't know.
Yeah, but they weren't Catholic.
No.
The Catholics were here for a long time, right?
There are churches across the creek over here.
Yeah.
You seen that too?
Yeah, I think we found that. Well, we found some foundations that looked bigger than a normal cabin.
Yeah, the Indians, they didn't know any better, and here they burned it down. You know, we didn't have priests here for so many years, and the newer generation didn't know what it's all about, and here they went and burned it down for wood.
Really?
Uh-huh.
It just looked like a big cabin?
Oh, it's a big, big log cabin.
Jeez.
I used to go to church there when I was small.
Yeah. And the priest would just make a weekly, monthly visit or something? He wasn't around?
No, he wasn't around for years. I don't know how come. It's more likely their fault, you know, that the Indians just went and helped themselves to the building. After that, one preacher cursed the village, called it the Devil Town.
Really?
Uh-huh.
A Catholic preacher?
Preacher, yeah. Priest, I mean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Called it the Devil Town because the Indians didn't know any better. There was no priest around to tell them what's wrong and right. So they went to work and burned it down.
What was the name of the priest when you were...
Father Plamondon, I think. Or what? Dad? What? Who was that father that cursed this Cochrane? Father McElmeal, huh? Yeah, Father McElmeal.
And he was was he in Ruby or something?
He was in Nulato most of the time.
Oh.
And he could come up at least in summertime and visit, you know, and have the people going, but he was just a drunken priest.
Yeah.
He's the one that cursed this village, anyhow, because they burned that church down. Huh? Because the Nulato people say it.
So it's really a huge building. I wonder if we found that over there.
It's a very huge building.
But you'd see something like those, you can see those, like...
Yeah,
You'd see something like that, right?
Well, it's been good many years ago. Last time I was there was in 1932. I was 12 years old. And they were just halfway down burning it then.
Oh.
Hmm.
So a priest built the building, though.
Long ago in the early 900s, I think.
Oh.
Hmm. Dad, you were at the church was there when you was living here that year?
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Priest?
I mean, the church was there, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But there was nobody there.
Mm-hmm. So they just more likely abandoned this place, the priests.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some buildings beside of it. My grandmother had a house there.
I remember those.
That was before you came. That was early 900s.
Between the stream and the church?
And the church, yeah.
Yeah, we found a couple house foundations.
My grandmother and her sister, they had house side by side, away from each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That I've been told. And
Did you find that the pile of Singer sewing machines, a couple sewing machines and stuff back in here somewhere?
Yeah, right there. Just scattered around
that used to belong to church. I mean, schoolhouse.
there. Yeah.
We used to sew with those.
They teach you how to sew and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Skirts and blouses.
You
Yeah.
see that stuff.
Uh-huh. And after that, they moved into a dance hall.
Really?
Our old dance hall.
Well, did everybody change religions from there, or?
Yeah, because no Catholic came around. Except me, I didn't change.
So you had to go to Nolado to see a priest?
Well, they had church in Ruby. I was married at that time. We go to church in Ruby.
So what was out in this open field? Do you remember this?
Oh, this is just a playground that I remember.
Because it looks like there's a building over there with foundations with
With the
barrels in it.
oh,
Maybe it was late.
they used to bring in oil for gas lamp and things like that for the school, and that's where I seen most of the drums.
Yeah, there's a bunch of drums there. There's a bicycle. There's also, right?
Is it very good, the bicycle?
No, it's laying. It's all rusted up.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah. Maybe we can walk over there.
Yeah. They had this used to be a nice level ground around here. They had that cat running around here, I think. This building is right there, huh? It's so confusing.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Maybe the preachers and them maybe put this here.
Here's a washing machine part. You know, the wringer.
Mm-hmm.
Saw blades.
Oh, that's something back at the store, huh? Store was way
See?
out.
They didn't have this kind of
They
drum.
had caches back there.
I know, but that's too far back, honey.
This is all this belongs to the missionaries.
Mm-hmm.
See, where does that bike go? See, it's still, so it's just all.
Oh,
Yeah, they had kids.
Yeah, they had kids here. Uh-huh.
They house the kids? Or the kids just.
They well, they kept the kids.
Like a boarding school?
Yeah, boarding school, like, yeah. That's how come they went into that dance hall and then they moved into this big store down here, and then they rebuilt it. They tore the old building down and they rebuilt it. And that was practically new. And here that Hibble and them just burned it down.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is the bushes. They're square because they're following the foundation, and there's a barrel right along the walls and in the corners. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. When my husband lived here, they used to have a horse barn way over there someplace.
I don't know where that barn
I mean,
was.
dog barn.
Around here someplace.
That was, the store is right there, and it was that way from it. Oh, that wasn't this. That was before the big school was built.
See the barrels laying in there?
Yeah.
At first we thought it was maybe they just some barrels laying in just were thrown in there, but they're all right up against the wall, and there's one in each corner.
It was bare, covered up.
You think they'd had some cash or something on top of it? Yes, yeah.
What is that? Oh, that's just...
See, they're all lined up all along the wall.
And look at this. You see it over there too?
Oh, they had that foundation.
Yeah. Some kind of foundation.
And the missionaries moved into this too.
Yeah, my grandfather used to run this store in 1940. It was just a couple of months before the war was over in Europe. What year was that? 45?
Yeah.
And he died in August. Oh. And a month before the war was over, I think he died in July 1945. They were still running the store then.
And when did it was the ACC? The store? Who?
It was, I don't know, Tom Devane, isn't it? Dad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
NC bought stuff.
Oh, NC bought that, yeah. NC, yeah.
Oh, that's commercial.
And when did they pull out?
Well, but not too long after my grandfather died.
Oh.
And there was no more store here after that. And then the preachers came along. And they had the school back there where we just came from.
Yeah.
And then they moved over here, got this ground, and built over it. Well, they didn't tear it down. People burned the building down.
Yeah. So this floor might be rebuilt, or rebuilt. The missionaries might have rebuilt that rather than being the original floor. Of
I think so, because the way it looks.
Because there's logs down underneath there.
And that's been there for years and years. They just built that over that. Rebuilt over that, you know.
Yeah. The store is right here, and we found some sections of walls over here, and a plow. Is this the store?
Oh, that's no.
This is the store right
No, I mean, what was this then?
Oh, that's
I'm
the garden.
confused.
Big garden.
Big garden.
Yeah. Tax, there was a tax there too. Big log,
Yeah, we didn't. That's why I was thinking at one time this is a store because it's so these big.
little shed.
Just a shed.
Shed for
Gee, that's not rotten, is it? Yeah, that's just a storage room, like, you know. They had a horse barn back here.
I think so.
Horse barn right there, right around here. And then three big patches right there. Hey, that's where his foundation is. But they threw that drums in there, really.
Them cash was up on legs. Though.
Yeah.
So what about back this? There's boards.
This way, all the way is garden. The whole,
Yeah.
whole place here. There's supposed to be strawberry patch down there too.
Gee whiz, there wasn't. It was just like this all over around here that time. Well, this goes up. Everything.
Yeah.
There was no. It was just like this all over. Little willow here and there.
Yeah, we found there's fencing laying in that bush there, running this way. Just found it in the, so maybe it was fenced off or, I don't know. It just a little stretch of it. I don't know what it is.
Well, they used to have a garden all the way back. All the way back. I remember this other side of this building, right down towards the creek. It's a big garden. I should remember because I used to dig potatoes for days. My grandfather used to make us work.
So these boards are just thrown in here?
Yeah, they just threw it in here. That's not too long ago. Oh. Nail. Yeah, these are just...
Were there any trails running around here? Roads or trails? Like a trail running across? It looked like there was a trail right in there or something going down to the creek.
I think it's... Yeah, right here. And they used to have a bridge down there across the creek.
Yeah.
But that's gone.
Washed out.
So we can't go over there then, huh?
It's pretty full of water right now.
Oh yeah,
We have to go by boat.
Yeah, and it's hard to remember what all these things growed up, you know.
Yeah.
You called him
Whose store was that?
McIntyre, it is called. But that was the earlier days than what we're talking about.
Earlier than the store behind us?
No. Later than. I mean, about the buildings back there.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I gotta eat some berries.
Was that store just here for just a little while or something?
Quite a while. Daddy will tell you about it. He knows more about it. Came up from 14 miles.
He had a store here.
When was that started? Boy, it's a...
In the latter 20s, I think.
27?
Around in there, yeah.
1927?
What year was it we had it down at 14 miles?
14 miles, 27 that come up to me. I think he was down there yet, I don't know.
Okay, if I sit down and smoke.
Yeah, good.
Back here.
We'll tell him more about this place while I have a smoke.
I don't know how long he had a store here.
Well, he was still here in 1936 when we got married. And he got shot after that, a year or so after that.
How did he get shot?
No, he didn't get shot.
Sure.
He shot somebody.
Oh, Joe Wright. He killed a man. I'm sorry.
And so then he had to leave, kind of?
Yeah, shortly after that he left. He was getting old. He was about 80-some years old, so he left.
So that store was going on at the same time as this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one went out first.